Y'all, we as a people, we gotta stop a poisonous message from being spread amongst our youth. We gotta end it today. It's been going on for too long. We've allowed it to be just spread like wildfire within the community, and it needs to come from young people my age bracket. I'm 25 years old. It gotta come from my age bracket and a little bit higher around this age frame, 25, 24, 23, 22. It's going to take young dudes to end this message, because as a grown man now, I've seen it in my community too much, and I've seen a lot of young men's lives get ruined because of this myth that you got to be in the street to be cool. You got to have some type of street credibility to be a respectable dude, because in the hood, fear was always something to be respected more than just being a cool dude, a cool person. And so people chase street life to be feared because they thought that would give them a popularity or a status to not be messed with and to be respected. And I'm looking like, why you can't be respected for being a cool, just stand-up guy that stand on his morals and his principles and his own values and live and stay true to himself? Why can't that be respected? And it all goes back to a lot of the OGs in the hood. These old dudes that was falling up in gangbanging life, they taught a lot of the young dudes the wrong way. They taught us a lot of nonsense in the hood. And I'm not saying all of the older heads. I'm talking about like the old heads that was in the street. A lot of the old heads that was doing negative stuff. You know what I'm saying? It was some that taught you better, but it was a lot of them that taught BS in the community. And to make you feel like you got to be out here doing wild, crazy stuff to get respect is ridiculous. Because I'm going to tell you right now, you cannot pay your bills with street credibility. You can't take street credibility to the bank and cash it in for some bread, for some cash. You can't do that. Street credibility do not help your actual credit in real life. It does nothing for it at all. So why does it hold so much value within our community? We gotta stop. Because I see way too many young boys that are, and what it really comes down to too, if you don't have a support system at home, if you don't have you don't come from a great family structure, even then I see some boys that come with family structure that just don't have the mental makeup to be themselves, because it starts with being a leader. And a lot of times leaders are cultivated out of a great family structure or a household with somebody that's guiding that child to know that he's a leader and he's not a follower. But when you got a lot of young dudes coming from broken homes or messed up family structures, they come in to think that street credibility is the end all be all of everything. And these young boys right now in prison that grew up with me or grew up in my community that's doing 25 years at 22, 23. And their life is it's gone. It's gone. The girl that they was liking, or their baby mama, she gone. She's gone. All the friends they was out there doing all the crazy wild stuff with, they not writing them, they not coming to see them, they not answering the phone for them, none of that. And reality sets in when it's too late. It's too late. They was out here doing wild, wrong stuff, and either their friends let them do it, they family thought it was cute and let it slide and let it ride, and now it's too late. They in prison for 20, 30 years of their life at such a young age. They ain't even live like they self. And first, it ain't nothing cool about being in prison, in jail. Like, I have people that I know that been in prison for years. I'm talking about 10 years. Ain't nothing cool about a person telling you when to wash up, when you can get on the phone and call your family, when you can eat, when you can go outside, when you can go get you something to drink, when you can watch TV. You gotta know ain't nothing cool about that. A grown man having to be told when he can do these things, when he can see his children, when he can see his mama. Like, I don't see how we've let this image, this image just get perpetuated for so long And we gotta see that it's gonna take people like in my age group to come back and change this narrative, because it gotta stop. I'm tired of seeing it. I'm tired of seeing young dudes throw their life away. Young dudes that look like me, that come from my same neighborhoods, throw their life away. And then all the people that was geeking them up to do all type of negative stuff, then they want to say, man, we probably should have taught them different. Like, man, no, it's too late for that now. Y'all should have been knew to teach that boy different. Y'all should have been told him it's okay to be yourself. It's okay to go to school and be a good student. It's okay to be a good person. It's okay not to engage in illegal criminal activity. And just live your life and be a leader, not a follower. But now, y'all let them go off on the deep end, and there's no coming back from it. And see, for me, what make me upset is, like, even after this happened, you still got them same dudes allowing, or I'm not saying you can't force people to do what they want to do, but you still got them same dudes that was geeking up the dude in jail, geeking up other little dudes in the neighborhood, or maybe his little brother, or you gonna be just like your little brother, shorty. Like, come on, man, for real? For real? He gonna be in prison too? That's not okay. It's never okay, man. And I'm not okay with it. And I remember when I was coming up in the South Side. I'm South Side Chicago, born and bred on the South Side. And when I was getting ready to go, when I was getting up in age, I was in high school. I was getting ready to go into Morgan Park High School. When I was getting ready to go to college, I said that I want to make something of my life, and one day, just move off somewhere, live a nice life, live a lavish life, and to help my family live good. But as I got older, when I got to college, and when I came back home, I was working at this, it was like youth employment place. They was like employing youth. And a lot of the youth were at-risk youth who had been on papers, who had been in prison before. And so some of them was on house, like, I seen some had house arrest bands on. And they were telling me, I was in college when I went to get the summer job with this program. And they were telling me how proud they were of me to be in school and to be doing something with my life and making it happen and going to college and doing the right thing. And they said, man, I wish I could do things over. I wish I could have get a second chance at this. I would have never did a lot of the stuff that I did. I wish I could go to college and wish I could have had fun and seen something outside of the Chicago neighborhoods that we came from. And that hit my heart. It touched my soul. Because it let me know I had a bigger purpose than just going and get a degree to get a good job to take care of my family and my family, my people. It was about taking care of my people. Not just my family, my people in my community. And letting them know to speak life into the youth. Like me, who like a good kid in a mad city that had crazy stuff going on. Or even the kids that's into all this type of crazy stuff. Let them know there's other ways for you to be successful outside of the street life. It's okay for you to be a cool, regular dude with a 9-to-5 and make your money and hustle a legit way. It's okay to be smart and go to college and experience life. It's okay to be a good student and to go off and experience something different than you ever seen before. I went to Mississippi Valley State University, all the way in Itabena, Mississippi. That's a total different culture from Chicago in itself. From the hospitality, from the way they talk, to the way they dress, to the things they might like to do for fun. Just to their appreciation of life that they have is different. A lot of Southerners, they have a different type of appreciation for life. This is the family-oriented type of vibe that I had down there. I'm saying, like, everybody was on that, you know your neighbors down south. So it was a whole different type of culture that I definitely fell in love with when I was down there. You know what I mean? I'm still Chicago to the core, but I experienced some great things. And I was thinking, like, if I would have been a person that didn't come from a good structure, a good household, or I didn't have the guidance that I needed, I would have been out here running wild, running reckless, easily influenced to do those things, because it's not me. I've never been a street kid. I never wanted to be out on the block and possibly risking my freedom. There's never been me. But if I was an impressionable kid that wasn't raised to be a leader, I would have never left the south side of Chicago to experience the things that I've experienced. You know, I would have never saw the things that I saw. And that let me know that it's just a lot of people, kids that don't have people in their corner. A lot of kids that don't have people in their corner to change the outcome of the trajectory of their life. And it needs to happen, man. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna plan all of this out. I gotta start uh, a youth mentoring program. I'm gonna have to start that type of initiative for the young males on South Side of Chicago, young black males on the South Side of Chicago. Not South Side of Chicago. I'm sorry, in Chicago itself, not just on the South Side, because there's more attention that's needed on the West Side, East Side, all type of stuff going on all across the city. I'm from the South Side, but people out West need it, over East need it. Shoot, like I know that for a fact, but the difference got to come from us because kids are more able to relate to me. I'm young and I'm fresh I was in high school 7 years ago. I'm more fresh from that environment than a 60-year-old man trying to come and talk to them, a 70-year-old man trying to come and talk to them about what to do. And people in my age bracket, they're more apt to listen to us than they are to 60, 50-year-old men that have no idea about maybe what's going on out here in the streets, what's going on out here outside. But I come from it. I came home every day on a bus on Chicago public transportation, CTA bus, the Red Line, and the buses, the 112, 111. Vincennes to Morgan Park. I was living over east at the time, right by CVS High School when I was going to Morgan Park. So I understand the trials and tribulations and all the type of stuff a lot of kids go through trying to just make it out. And to me, it got to start with just telling these kids they got to be leaders and not followers. Because if you're a follower in Chicago, Illinois, this city will swallow you whole. And it gets to me because I've seen a lot of good kids that weren't like that weren't street kids. They got into the wrong crowd and got easily influenced, and their whole life changed. Some of the people I know that I grew up with, went to school with, they're no longer living. They're in prison. And they weren't even that type of kid. They were great kids. But they got sucked into a lifestyle that they just couldn't turn away from. They weren't maybe just taught to know that they were leaders, or they were just easily impressionable because they wanted to fit in. And in life, it's about you ain't got time to fit in life. You gotta stand out. You gotta stand out in this life. Like fitting in, it'll get you all the wrong results in life. And I remember when I don't smoke or drink. Like you might see me occasionally drink some like champagne or something like that or whatever, but like occasionally. Like, but I hardly ever drink. I never smoked nothing, never put nothing to my lips to smoke a day in my life. And when I went to college, people in high school was telling me, "You gonna do it in college? You gonna do it in college?" And I'm like, "What type of stuff is that? If I didn't do it here, I'm not gonna do it. I don't want to do it. Peer pressure is not gonna get to me where I'm gonna feel the need to do it to fit in with people. That's why I want young black males to know they don't gotta fit in with the norms. They don't got to fit into what people think is cool for them. You can set the standard for cool. You can set the standard for cool. You don't got to follow what everybody else thinks you should be doing or how you think you should be doing what you're doing. Set your own wave, your own trend on some whole positive stuff and just be comfortable being yourself. That's what it needs to come. That's what it got to come back to. You got to be comfortable being yourself, comfortable in your own skin to know it don't matter what nobody say about me. I feel good for who I am. I know I'm a cool dude. Because in my heart, people could have thought I was lame in high school, whatever the case may be. In my heart, I felt I was a cool dude. And I felt like, shoot, you can think what you want to think. But shoot, I know I'm not no lame. I know I'm a cool dude in my head. So I'm cool with it. And that's how that's what we have to teach a lot of the youth. Like I said, a lot of the older dudes in the community, they was teaching a lot of the shorties BS, teaching us that we supposed to be out here running around doing street stuff like there's no consequences to them actions. It's consequences to the street stuff. It's consequences to them actions. Telling us that we should have been out here having sex when we 12 and 13. That's why you got a lot of young fathers out here that run away from responsibilities because they was having sex at way too young of an age, made a baby because they didn't know what they was doing or they didn't have proper sex education, and now they just creating this cycle, thinking you just gonna just make kids, not take care of them, just do whatever you want to do. and a vicious cycle starts. And I'm not generalizing my people, but because we got a lot of great prominent black people, black brothers, black sisters, but I see a lot of the stuff that go on in our community, and it gotta stop. You know what I'm saying? It gotta stop, man. So I'm gonna come out with a plan for a youth mentoring program here in Chicago, and I'm gonna kickstart it, man. I'm gonna kickstart it, and I'm gonna bring on some strong, positive brothers that I went to school with, that I know are good people that's doing something positive with their life and on the road to success. But we got to create more black men on the road to success, and not on the road to negativity, on the road to destruction. We got to end that, man, because you see it too much all the time. I'm watching the news. You see it all the time. Some happy, like, oh my God, man. Young dudes, 15, 16, going to prison for 20, 25 years. Come on, man. Your mama ain't raised you to be out here wilding and to go in prison, and she got to keep visiting you in there. Like, come on. Nah, man. That should have never been cool. That should have never been cool. And with me, I feel like you got to stop today. So, I'm going to come up with something. I'm going to come up with a youth mentoring program. And when I get everything situated like I want to, it's a vision in my head. When I write these things down and have it come into fruition, I'm going to be super excited. I'm going to be super excited because not just to try to get my name out there or nothing like that, but to create some change for my people. Because when I see this stuff going on with my people, it make me want to cry when I see a lot of the stuff that's going on in our neighborhoods. Because I know that we better than that. Much better than that, man. So we got to make a change. We got to make a difference. And it starts with people, the young adults. Start with us. Yes, it starts with people, parents, but it starts with us because we can touch these kids directly in certain ways that older generations can't. So we got to put our hands on them and touch them, man. And change the outlook of what's going on right now. It's your boy Malcolm, man. I'm signing off. Peace.